What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Right Man in the Wrong Place. My name is Luke Tatum, and I react to music. I'm very, very happy that you're here. Today, we are embarking on our first complete album, and this is going to be somewhat of a test, so I'm going with something I already know. I have heard this many times. This is my favorite band on earth. We're going to be listening to Act 2, The Father of Death, by the Protomen. If you've never heard of them, that's completely fine. I hope to remedy that, and I hope you'll stick along for the ride. A little bit of a note before I hit play here. We're watching lyrics videos. It's very important, and you'll understand why. We're going to be watching lyrics videos that have liner notes from the albums themselves. This is significant because these songs are going to tell a story. They're sequential, they have different characters, and you'll want to know what's going on. So, this first track is very, very short. It's the intermission between Act 1 and Act 2. And there are no lyrics, but there will be text on the screen. So, all that being said, we're going to talk more about it as we go. I'm going to hit play, and I hope you'll enjoy. Headphones are a must, by the way. Okay, so you see what is going on there. I'll pause it briefly. You'll note, or I'll note for you, that I have to paste a line of code into the developer console in Chrome. I'm using the Brave browser, but it runs on Chromium. Because the end cards at the end of these lyrics videos are actually going to be in the way, and you're not going to be able to read all the lyrics. So just to briefly recap kind of the setup here, we have Thomas Light and Albert Wiley. If you have ever played a Mega Man game, yes, you are correct. This is the tale of Mega Man 2 in a very rough sense, told as a musical adventure here. And I'm telling you, if you stick along with me here, the emotional depth that this gets into is unlike anything I've ever seen or heard. Okay, bold claim, but here we go. You'll note that the lyrics videos here do have colored text to help decipher, although you'll be able to recognize the different voices. It's a whole production. I mean, there's really every little bit of detail has been attended to with these songs. But yeah, what's going on here? You have Thomas Light, Dr. Light. He is in the mining sector, and he and his co-worker, let's say Albert Wiley, Dr. Wiley, have been working on a unmanned method of mining, and this unmanned method of mining is via a robot. This robot, Dr. Light feels is a danger and would like to avert this course before things get significantly worse. So the first song, again, no lyrics. It's just a letter from Dr. Light to his love, Emily. Now we're on track number 2 called The Good Doctor. And they'll be singing, but please read too, because there's a lot that isn't sung. The military snare.
My father worked the mines till the day he took his life. Stole him from his only son, and it stole him from his wife. And I swore upon his grave, someday I would make things right. So I learned how to bend steel, I learned how to make it move. And I watched as they withstood all the hell we put men through.
Beautiful use of timpani and a rock
With hands of iron, there's not a task we couldn't do. They've waited so long for this day, someone to take the death away. No son would ever have to say, my father worked into his grave.
Listen to yourself, then listen carefully to me.
His voice is so good for his character.
If you replace the working parts, you get a different machine. The man who turns the wheels, they will follow anywhere he leads. We've spent our whole lives searching for a way to make a better world. Giving everything to them, asking nothing in return. Well, here it is, our chance to take back everything we've earned.
So long
They
for
waited
this
so
day,
long for this day.
take the
There
death
is
away.
no price they
No son
wouldn't
would
pay
ever
for
have to
someone
say,
else to
my
lead
father
them.
worked into his
Don't
grave.
turn your back on me.
Chills. We're only on the second song.
What will I become with the things I will create? I never said the men should bow, I never said the men should break. I only want what's best. The one I love, she works so hard, works her fingers till they bleed. Some of the pain that she endures bring a strong man to his knees. I only want to help.
You are a fool.
You underestimate the character
Well,
of
they are
man.
weaker than you
You
think.
think that they'll surrender if you bind their working hands, but they are strong.
Just wait and see.
We will build cities in a day.
Men would cower
We
at the
will build
sight.
towers to the heavens.
Man was not built for such a
We
height.
will be heroes.
We will build heroes.
They've waited so long for this day, someone to take the death away. No son would ever have to say, my father worked into his grave. Men sleep tonight with hands of bone, they will awake with hands of steel. With these hands we will destroy, and with these hands we will rebuild. And we will stand above the city, rising high above the streets. From tops of buildings we will look at all the
I meant to pause it right there at the very end. Feel free to pause this video, of course, so that you can really analyze and read the lyrics. I don't want to speak too much if you haven't noticed already. Although I want to talk on song reactions, I don't want to speak too much on these because, particularly because there is reading involved and there's a lot going on. But one of the things that I love about the Protomen is, in addition to the fact that they're bringing in multiple points of view, multiple sung characters, it's kind of this dramatized tale. I really particularly like that they put so much symbolic attention into every little thing, really. And so it's very important to note the different things. If you're going to come on this journey, if you're going to watch these videos, I don't know how well they're going to do. I don't know if the YouTube algorithm is just going to completely flatline these right after the first one. I don't know. But I'm still going to do at least this album. And, then, yes, I've heard this hundreds of times. I've seen the Protomen live twice. And twice. I've seen them twice. And, I really want to give you the set of tools, the set of the full scope of what's there, and I want you to see all these lyrics, because you wouldn't have them unless you bought the physical CD or physical vinyl. I want you to know what all's going on, so that when Act 3 someday is released, we can listen together for the very first time. So now we're introducing more characters. This is going to have Emily. You really have to listen for it, but the music box is actually playing the same notes the guitar is playing here.
What have I done? Though I did not pull the trigger, I built the gun that he holds in his hand. Last night I dreamed I climbed to the top of a mountain of metal. For miles I could see the destruction of man. I will not be the father of death. Darling Emily, everything that I've done for you, but it's turned out all wrong. Machine before it destroys everything that I've loved. I will find a way to make this right. I will find a way, Emily. I will not be the father of death.
What are you doing here?
Let me take you away.
I'm not going anywhere.
It will be nothing when this
He will
one's
be
gone.
everything that a man is supposed to be. If a shadow blacks out the sun, if it stays till the sun is set,
again, trying not to pause, especially because we have the tolling sound here, but the lyric video does move quite quickly. So if you're not pausing, I'm pausing here for you. To recap, right, we've got Wiley, who wanted to take Emily away with him. We've got this sort of unrequited love kind of thing, and she's completely in love with Dr. Light. She's unwilling to go, and so it's a non-starter. Wiley already anticipates this. He's got his murderous robot, and he uses her death to frame his former compatriot, Dr. Light. And so this will be more fleshed out as we go, but this song starts out, well, the album starts out excellent instrumentation, very intense, laying the groundwork, and it just ratchets up and ratchets up and ratchets up. So I don't know if you're feeling it, but I'm feeling it. This song is so good live. It's so good.
There is a flame that I've been fanning. There is a fire waiting to catch. There is a hell that has been building from the moment we first met. If there ever was a time, if there ever was a chance to undo the things I've done and wash these blood stains from my hands, it is past and been forgotten. These are the past that we must take, 'cause you and I, Tom, we are men, and we can bend and we can break. If you think that you can run, if you think that you can stand, will you forget who turned this city on? You forget who plugged this city in. They'll not switch it off again. One by one they're tuning in.
Hope you're enjoying this so far. The Hounds is a just a banger of a song, and I don't feel like it gets enough love. If you've ever heard of the Protomen before this, just like in passing or like one song, the song you've probably heard is going to be later in the album. Several songs later, it's Light Up the Night, which is a phenomenal track. But it's even more phenomenal in the context of the whole album, because as you can see, as you're picking up this far in, it's song after song after song. It's laying out a story. And, to me, this is the better entry point, because this is Act 2 is a prequel. So you've got Act 2 as kind of like a reminiscing of Thomas Light, and then Act 1 is kind of the present, and then Act 3 we'll just have to wait and see. There's a few Act 3 songs that have been released as singles, but I don't know exactly what's going on yet until, the album actually is someday here. So, hope you're enjoying this. Hope you appreciate the subtlety, one of my favorite things about the Hounds is the just kind of ringing out guitar that is used as a motif to kind of call back to the prior songs with Thomas Light. And man, it's just, there's so much to talk about here, and I don't want these to be super long because I want to keep going.
Emily, a crowd is gathered here, but it is not because of you. Emily, the taste of blood in their mouths, I can't imagine what they'll do, but it doesn't matter what they'll do to me. Emily, have they forgotten you when they set their sights on me? And they will hang me from the rope tonight. Will you be waiting there for me? Will our souls remember where we said we on the way out of this town? I'm leaving one way or the other, Emily. There's nothing left here for me now. Emily, it's so quiet now. It's like the calm before a storm. They will punish me for what he did to you, but either way it's all my fault, 'cause I made the man who laid his hands on you. I would tear him down, but I feel like a dead man. What can a dead man do?
This is not your fault.
I'm leaving one way or the other. There's nothing left here for me now. Here comes the blow. We find the only man who loved her. We find the only man who gave his life to see her once again. We find this man. Give
That song beats me up every single time. I've heard it so many times, and it gets me every time. Maintain composure for the camera, but gosh, I have gotten pretty emotional listening to that one before. So definitely gives me a physiological response. That song, you now see kind of where the story is going, right? It's not just that Dr. Light was framed for this crime, it's that he feels responsible. He helped to develop the robots, right? He helped to do all of these things and made these things possible. And the result of those things was the loss of his love, Emily. Extremely, extremely powerful stuff. I don't know how anybody can say any negative word about the Protomen when they can bring us, emotional gut punches like that. The court proceedings are over. Now we see what happens next. Military snare, somber. Really hate to pause at all on these songs because they're so powerful. But really cool things, right? Really, really cool things. There's no actual sung lyrics on this entire track. We've moved on to How the World Fell Under Darkness. There's no sung lyrics, but you've got the rolling of the train's tracks, the rolling of the train along the tracks, setting the tempo of the song. You've got the cha 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 cha. That's what gives you some sense of what the tempo of the track is, because otherwise it's really just strings moving. It'd be very hard to feel the tempo at all and nod or tap your toe or anything without that. And then you move into this section where you have this, what I believe is a brake drum, which is a brake from a car struck with some kind of a mallet or drumstick to get that kind of a ting sound. And that, as you see mirrored in the non-sung lyrics here, it evokes the sound of, say, robots constructing things, right? Like it's an industrial kind of it's the sound of building. It's like, well, you could imagine that being a regular hammer striking a steel beam or something like that, right? Just, look up the Protomen if you want. You can see kind of what their background is and what their pedigree is when it comes to their technical ability, their musical background. These guys know what they're doing, and it's powerful, powerful stuff. All right, I'll back it up a little bit. Now we are introducing a new character, and it's very important to note this single glowing red eye, kind of a sci-fi motif. This sort of secret service, or SS anyway, like Nazi SS. You have this robot figure that is controlling all dissent, right? It's like, be happy because we told you to, and if we catch you not being happy, well, something may happen, right? And so the tyranny of the perfect world that's being built here sort of coming into focus as time passes, and children are born that don't even remember what happened before. So really masterful scene building, as always, from these guys. But yeah, we've got a new character coming in. His name is Joe. you have your heartbeat kind of setting the pace for the next song, which is well done. If you're not enjoying this yet, you're about to.
This city doesn't know what's coming. She doesn't feel the heat. This city won't know what hit her, what knocked her out into the streets. This city's thinking that it's over and she's already fast asleep. So I'm breaking out of here tonight. Now I'm ready. We got only what we need, only the chance to survive. And even then, it's a coin toss, so roll the dice. There's gotta be something better, something that feels more alive. So I'm breaking out of here tonight. I'm breaking out of here. You gotta feel it, girl. Feel the wind pick up. It feels like something's gonna change. There's no use putting it in drive if all the wheels are stuck. There's something wrong here. Like this whole city wants to scream, but no one makes a sound. But you gotta feel it, baby. So I'm gonna find out what it is, and I'm gonna tear it down. The engine's running, baby. We don't have time for goodbyes. I know you can't come with me. I see that look in your eyes. So kiss me fast, 'cause there's no time to lose. Leave the light on, I'll come back for you. And everything is said and done, I swear I'm gonna make it right. And I'll bring it out of here tonight. I'll bring it out of here tonight. I'll bring it out of here tonight. I'm so tired of giving up. I'm so tired of giving in. You wake up knowing things should change, not knowing where to begin. This city won't see where she's going. She won't speak of where she's been. So I'm breaking out of here tonight. Break out. Say a prayer for all the children to sleep. Say a prayer for all the fathers who still remember. Say a prayer for all the girls who understand me. Say a prayer for all the boys who won't surrender. Sometimes I just wanna drive to the streets, run out I wanna burn until there's nothing left to burn about. This city's waiting for a better day. When I get back, there will be hell to pay. If I'm the only one that's dead, I will not be afraid to fade. Don't bring it out of here. I feel the fever coming on me, burning out of control. Yeah, I feel nothing but the static. From the ocean, there's been nothing but the static on the radio. Don't you can hear my voice outside these walls. If you can hear me sending out this message to me, you make the silence in a signal back. I'm coming, all I need is a little guiding light. If you can hear me, don't turn your back on the sea. Bring the silence in a signal back. Don't turn your back on the sea. Bring the silence in a signal back. I'm coming, all I need is a little guiding light. Don't turn your back on the sea. Don't turn your back on the sea. I'm coming, all I need is a little
Okay, so really the song goes right into the next track, which is Keep Quiet. And I'm glad that the person who put this together, who's just a legend for doing these lyric videos, he decided to let it, or she, I don't know, decided to let it run for a little while and kind of give it some dead air here so that you can read all the notes, because you can't just flash all that on the screen and then cut the song, right? So, but yeah, keep that. We've gone back into this heartbeat, right? The song starts with the heartbeat, it ends with the heartbeat, and we're gonna carry that again into the next track. And so Joe has left the city. He is searching for some way to deal with this dystopian society that he has been living in. He was born into. Here we go. The Protomen, Keep Quiet. It's a faster heartbeat, right?
I've seen your face in the shadows, and I've seen your face in the places I wasn't meant to be. I've heard them whisper about you. I've heard the men in the bars, and I've seen the women lock the doors at night. Lock your doors tonight.
All right, so there you have Keep Quiet. I believe the longest, almost the longest one. Breaking Out and Keep Quiet are about the same length. So the longest two songs on the album back to back. But what's crazy here, beyond just the obvious, impressive vocal talent here, the storytelling is crazy. It's phenomenal. But now you have this robot, right, that was at the very, very beginning, and you kind of see it brought more into the focal point of the story once again. And Joe, he doesn't come in until later in the album, but Joe is such a cool character because he's got that fiery, passionate, rebellious spirit, and it's portrayed in the lyrics just so well. All right, let's go. I'm going to play the last 3 seconds of Keep Quiet here. Only place I can think of that would be appropriate to pause the song, and really it's not appropriate to pause at all because it's such a banger. All right, but I do want to talk just for a moment here, right? The use of archetypes, the use of symbols, the use of recurring themes, motifs throughout this album, it just gets more and more and more impressive the further you go. So the city, the term the city is frequently used here to refer to just all the people. It's like this world doesn't have any other cities, right? It's like this one city is the whole world. And you have the screen, the all-present screen, right? This is the propaganda instrument that is used by Wiley, who controls the city. And his that's the target here, right? So maybe we can make it right. We can light up the night. Light up the night is going to be setting fire to those screens, right? Getting rid of the broadcasting of the propaganda. If only people would snap out of it and stop watching these screens, maybe they'd realize that we could rebel and win, right? That's kind of what's going on here. And it's so powerful, man. I love it. All right, I'm sorry to pause. Let's do it. And the drums are so 80s. It's so good.
At the heart of the city, there is a building that looks down over all there is. And the man in the tower controls it all without raising a single fist. It's like the government of the city. The city sold it to the devil now. It's gonna happen one day. Real friends told me, man, they would follow any man who would turn
I do want to pause real briefly. Hate to interrupt that just awesome build, but these really large lyrics are what's being sung by the kind of choir in the back. Choir is frequently used in these songs to kind of represent the public at whole, as a whole, the public at large. And so when if you ever go see these guys in concert, which I highly encourage because they are so good live, they always play this song, and it's always amazing because everyone in the crowd knows these lyrics, right? Just super intense. All right, let's go. Coming back in with that heartbeat. Kick drum. Very tricky with this one. There's a lot to cram in at the very end here. So that last line of lyrics, "You'll fall from a height most men never reach." There's no singing at that point. It's very confusing, but Lyrics Wiki, I believe, has the complete lyrics. You can also listen to this multiple times and kind of pick out where the crowd's singing what if you're into it. I'll let it play. I just wanted to comment on that. Overall, I think the guy did a phenomenal job, whoever this is, of creating these lyrics videos. Of course, I'm going to link to it. It's Archipudi is the username. But yeah, just totally amazing. All right, let's finish this out. Kind of a heart rate monitor type thing, right? Okay, a few seconds of silence. Here we are. The final track.
You believe the crowd is gathered here. Once again they fail to see. You can't just set the world at someone else's feet and not get trampled underneath. And I think somehow Joe knew it, paid the price he thought he had to pay. But Emily, that debt was meant for me. That debt was meant for me. This is not the world my father knew. This is not the world I know he would have wanted me to build. But I can't undo it now. It's like a train, and all its cars are filled with steel. And I would stop if I knew how. is bearing down on me. So I will stand here with my shoulders square and tall. When the whistle blows, not falter. When the crash comes, I will fall. With so much steam and steel behind it, I won't slow it down at all. Oh God, oh God, here comes the arm.
I hate to pause it again. Here Comes the Arm. That title, that lyric bothered me for a long time. I take it to mean the long arm of the law, so to speak, in this world where the law has been completely perverted into this totalitarian society. And you know, you just feel this emptiness, this ache here at the outset of the final track, because you know, not only has Joe failed his mission, he's dead. Light should have, you know, he feels like he should have again paid the price for something. You heard in Thomas, or the State versus Thomas Light, how he considered himself guilty even though he was found not guilty, right? He's just consumed by regret, grief, and just eaten alive by all this pain. And he's lived in exile. He can't help the people he was trying to help in the first place. He can't really help anyone. He thinks he has this shot to redeem himself by helping Joe, you know, take out this tower, devises this plan, and it doesn't work, right? And so it's just the real rock bottom here. It's like a Albert Einstein helping to develop the atom bomb type thing here, right? It's, how could I have done this? And you know, it's tough stuff. It's tough stuff to listen to.
Oh God, oh God, here comes the arm.
Thomas, please, don't cry for me. I know you never meant for this. I love you completely. Just remember that if I should leave you now, then in my final hour, I pray this letter finds you well before it all goes to hell. He could never cage the world, it's too big for anyone, and soon the dark will pass. I want so much to be with you, but in my heart I know, Tom, the city needs you now. The city needs you
Joe, when you see Emily, tell her to wait for me. 'cause I still have work to do.
There you have it. If that doesn't do anything for you, man, I don't know what to tell you. It's some of the most intense, impactful music I've ever heard in my life. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I actually lied a couple of videos ago. I said that Breaking Out and Keep Quiet are the longest ones on the album. I should have known that was wrong. This is the longest song on the album. This goes right into really Act One, which is their first album. It's just sort of informally known as Act One. It's really just called The Protomen. It's a self-titled album. Completely different feel. Completely different. And I think this is the better entry point for new listeners, so that's why I did it this way. If this gets any attention whatsoever, I will do Act 1 as well. Continues the story. It takes place years later. And again, it just gets into some of the most intense emotional space that I have ever heard in music. Yeah, it's about Mega Man. What are you going to do? Like, if that bothers you, I'm sorry. I don't listen to this because it's about Mega Man. Like, I've been a Mega Man player for years and years and years. I had an NES when I was very young, but I don't listen to this because it's Mega Man. I listen to this because it's great music and it tells an amazing story, and the evocation that's done with the vocals and the liner notes and the symbolism and all those things. It's all masterfully done. And so I hope that you enjoyed it. Massive, massive plug to Archipudi, who looks like has 449 subscribers. I'm going to link to each of his lyric videos on each of these. And, if you are discovering this as I release each video, awesome. If you're discovering this as a one long supercut, awesome. I hope that all of that does well. I hope that more people will listen to this incredible band. And if you want to go see them live, you might just see me, because I do try to see them when I can. Although now that we live in Arkansas, there's not really any major venues out here where we are. Anyway, I've gone on long enough. I'm so happy that you came along on this journey with me and you're watching this right now. I'm going to stop recording. Until next time, just remember that the right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world.